Now I am going to discuss the short story On the Day E.M. Forster Died by A.C. Byatt. Now A.C. Byatt is an English novelist. Her name is Dame Antonia Susan Duffy, but she is professionally known by her former marriage name, that is A.S. Byatt. Now she is a poet and a Booker Prize winner, and she is also listed in the Times as one among the 50 greatest British writers since 1945. She is a critic of international renown. She is very famous critic, a very distinguished critic she is. And this particular work, On the Day E.M. Forster Died, is taken from her collection of short stories, Sugar and Other Stories. Now, before even I begin describing about this particular work, I would like to confess that I was not able to read the entire text, and that in internet also, like, the summary was not much available. So with some few excerpts that I got to read from the internet, based on that only I have made this mini lecture. So the text is considered as a social genre, where some things are related to the society, whatever is happening in the society, etc. And the type of writing is narration and digression. What is narration? Narrating a story. And this particular story is also written in a third person singular narrating. There are also digressions where, like, different topics, the topics get digressed, or from one topic we'll move on to the other topics, like deviating from the theme. Now the exposition or the beginning starts with the date and describing the place, which is library, London Library. It happened in summer day in 1970. So she is sitting in the library and she's writing her ideas, and her text has no climax or no ending as such. So in this, it is written that, in the excerpt that I read, it is written that rereading of the story made her irritable and anxious, and she starts that this is a story about writing. This is a story about writing, how she is writing, and the character given is Mrs. Smith, how Mrs. Smith is getting into writing. Says that everyone knows her very well, but nobody knows her first name. That means she is not personally connected to anyone. Then we also get to know what is happening in her mind, and she is a middle-aged housewife who is also a mother. And then after her kids go to the school, she goes to London Library. She sits there and trying to write. Her process of writing and the thoughts that are coming to her mind is what we see in this particular work. She does write. There are many strands of stories which she writes, and on the day E.M. Forster died, she decided to make it into a book. A big, long, complex book which consists of all her stories. She felt like when she was sitting and writing, she felt like the whole world is opening up for her in her mind, like everything. She feels all welcoming. And the revelatory moment is that she has this itching feeling when she is about to, when she is able to think of an idea, but also she is able to, when she realizes that she is not only able to think about an idea, she is also able to execute it. That particular moment is very revelatory moment. She says it's very hard to write about writing. Then, but she says with the story Possession, she has mastered this writing. She was nervous, voracious, and paralyzed when she wrote this story Possession. So I feel there are a lot of autobiographical elements in this particular work, because Possession is a work written by Byatt. She felt no doubt of being able to translate everything that she sees. She says that the words she has in 1970 are the words that are her vocabulary is so rich with rich histories. She says adjectives are very particular, are the particularity of long novel, and she says how adjectives limit nouns and at the same time fills with energy. Dickens was full of adjectives, she says, Balzac and Proust also. She says nothing in this world would matter to her other than writing. She's so much into writing. She says novels are middle-aged forms and autobiographies consist of more lies, but the autobiographies makes us understand that that person knew a certain amount of history. And the topics include of her writing include war, warfare, trade, European unity, equality of opportunity, comprehensive schooling, women's liberation, death of the individual, poverty, liberation, etc. etc. And she also says that she has gone through birth, puberty, different stages of development, birth, puberty, illness, sex, love, marriages, births, and all kinds of love, family, kinship, everything she has experienced. So she's writing, whatever she's writing is based on her experience and with the words that she knows. And she is, she is getting confident, especially with her book Possession. She is very confident about her writing. And then that particular moment when she is sitting in the library, she is able to write and express her thoughts and feelings. Okay, that is all about this work. According to me, this work is an autobiographical work. More details are not available. You can check for more details. What I have said now is based on just 2 excerpts from her story. Okay, only that was available. So please don't judge based on that. Whatever was available, what I understood, that is only what only that I am presenting now. Okay, so okay.